Alright, hello, my name is Eric Roos. It is June 25th, 2018, and this video is a continuation of our basic map reading series, and this one deals with the colors on a map. So you may have seen some videos already about the contour lines, about terrain features, about grid coordinates. Well, this one is about the colors on the map, and if you've seen the other ones, perhaps by now you can pretty much guess what those colors are, and they do make sense. So even on this cover map here that's on all the videos, blue, Puget Sound, this inlet, all blue. So yes, if it's water, it'll be in blue. If it's blue, it's water. But I'm getting ahead of myself. So some of this it needs to be said, but it makes sense. All right, so here we go. All right, so there's 5 basic colors on a map: red, black, blue, brown, green, and white. All right. I think the way I would always remember, there was 3 B's, so blue, black, brown, green, white, and red. But anyway, so here you can pause the video to read what they mean. But here, red is generally primary roads, so big roads, secondary roads, but not all roads. Okay, some trails are in black, but big reds and I guess medium-sized roads are red. And here also denote surveying features that belong to the U.S. Public Land Survey. Well, I have no experience with that, but red, as you'll see, is the big and the medium roads. Black, man-made or cultural features. We'll see some examples of that. Blue, again, makes sense, water. Brown, if you've seen the other videos, contour lines. Green, doesn't take a genius there, vegetation features. And white, sparse or no vegetation. Basically, white indicates any landscape feature except for trees or water, including desert, grass, sand, rocks, boulders, and so on. So again, blue, black, brown, green, white, and red. Those are your colors. So again, on this map here, now this one's a little bit bigger. So again, yeah, here is this water, these Puget Sound and whatever these other ones are. They're all blue. And inside here you have little streams or creeks or small rivers and some lakes. That's your blue stuff. So again, it's all water. Green, you can see, is plenty of vegetation. But not everywhere is vegetation. There are some sparse areas there. So blue, black, okay, black, man-made or cultural features. Well, all these, there's cities here. The city is man-made, so all those streets, those blocks, it's all in black. On here, very, very small, you'll see very small black rectangles. You can probably guess those are buildings. Along these roads here, you can see the little black dots. Here's a road that's not red. It must be a very small trail, side road, as compared to this larger road, this major one that's all red. Here's a red one that skirts the coast here. That skirts the coast. Major road. That makes sense. There would be a major road along the coast. I don't really see anything other than small buildings on this map. So blue, black, brown is the contour lines. Green is the vegetation. White, sparse or no vegetation. Blue, black, brown, green, white, red. Okay, so that's what I can say about this one. Oh, also here there's these must be shipping lanes through whatever this is. So I guess the ships can leave here and then make a right turn and go out, as compared to, so this is a man-made feature. I guess you can say they dredged this to make it safe for ships to go through. All right, next map. There's not a whole lot on here except for terrain features. But here, well, maybe not. So look, lots of blue, so you can see your lakes. Green, it's almost all vegetated except for here. Be curious why there's, oh, I see. It's the low ground. So I think it might be all marshy. But it's not really indicated as marshy, but it is the low ground. But here, most of it's all vegetation. So blue, black. Not a whole lot of man-made features on this. Let me even find one. It's very hostile terrain. I don't see a single man-made feature on here. Okay, blue, black, brown, lots of contour lines, green, and red. Now this, I don't know if that's a border or if it's actually a road. It says wilderness boundary. Okay, so apparently not always a red. Well, this doesn't even look like a road, even though it is red. Okay, so anyway, there's not too much I can say about this map. There's vegetation, there's water, and lots of, this is very difficult terrain. That's why they call it the wilderness area, because you can't even get there. All right, now this one, it's easier to see. So here we have a red, there's your road. We have some other, maybe that must be a very small trail. We have water, little creek or brook or stream. Here in this lowland where it's white, you see little dashes here. That's grass. That's indicating it's like marshy, kind of swampy. And you can see here's a hilltop. Hilltop here. This is a hill with its hilltop. This is high ground. High ground. But this little valley here goes way down there, and that's where all the water goes in there. And it's swampy. So green, you see your brown contour lines. Green, brown, red, black. Here, you can maybe see little buildings here. And the white. Sparse vegetation, however, in this sparse area, it's indicated that it's marshy. Okay? Oh, here, man-made feature. Man-made features are typically black, but here, this is a power line, and it's in purple. You can tell. Now, in a later video, or in a different video, we'll talk about some legend symbols. But just to give you a jump ahead here, you can see it looks like towers holding up something, and that something is a wire. And then here, within the green, you can see little like Christmas trees or fir trees. So that even tells you the nature of the vegetation here. So there's some round ones, like I guess that's a deciduous tree. And then there's triangular ones that are conifer trees or fir trees. Oh, here's a bridge up here, if you can see that, right where the main road goes along here, but then branches off across a stream. And so to get across that stream, you'll see a bridge there. All right, we'll talk about that in the symbols video. Ooh, here is another nasty place to try to navigate. So here you don't see any. Here's a red road. Here's a red road. But here's black roads. These are small roads, and judging by how bad this terrain is, you can imagine why it's small. Here, all these are this brown smudgy area here. Those are contour lines just crushed together. So I guess you can surmise they're basically cliffs, but they're not. They have a slope to them, and it's just very, very tight together. But not a whole lot of man-made features on this. In this clearing here, you can see some dots. So there's some kind of structures there. Here's a draw of some kind, and in there's some kind of small structures. Here, you can barely see it. There's a dashed line here that bends down, and it comes here. It's labeled pipeline. So you got to make sure that if you see something, it's not always a road. It might be a pipeline, and it might be a buried pipeline. Okay. All right, next map here. Oh, and that's it. All right, so the colors are simple. Blue, black, brown, green, red, and white. So you know, you may have seen the video on contour lines, on terrain features, on grid coordinates. This one on the colors. After that, also with that, but not after, it will be a video on the legend of the map. The legend is like the table. It explains what the symbols are. And a symbol, anything can mean anything. There's some generally accepted principles, but anything can mean anything, so you have to go by what's in the legend for what things mean on that particular map. But I'm getting ahead of myself. So anyway, I hope you understand the colors on the map. It should be simple, it should be common sense. And you take care. Bye.